actually are related.
22.
Why would it matter? He's trying to kill you.
So, it's kind of wooded where you are. You're walking around the woods, and there's no one around except for you and your orc friend. And out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
Just do it.
Give me that. Give me him.
Oh God, why?
He's about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint.
I just reach over, grab him, pull him inside.
No. You're supposed to say, I would like to rage.
And then I wonder. Well, is he sprinting at us or away from us?
At you.
Okay.
He's not he's always a troll.
Maybe.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna rage.
He's not a
and
hill
go back
giant,
at him.
right? If he's a hill
Right.
giant, he'll just die.
Troll in the ditch.
He's almost upon you now. You can see there's blood in his face. My God, there's blood everywhere. What is it? Something cannibal. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. There's a character sheet for him.
There's an actual character sheet for him.
So go.
Okay. And reckless attack.
Are you going to move up to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 15.
Stab him in the kidney.
That's 20 to hit.
You know jujitsu.
Yeah, you can hit him.
I told her she needed to do this. Like weeks ago.
So Shia LaBeouf's actually in our game.
That's
Yeah.
13.
Oh dear lord.
What kind of damage are you doing?
That'd be slashing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you're all the way up on him then?
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, me and him are at each other's throats.
So,
Move him up then.
he is going...
Oh, I was raging, so another 2 on top of that's 15.
Okay. He is going to cast Actual Cannibal on you.
Oh my
And
God.
he's going to attempt to take a bite out of you. It's a +8 to hit.
With a fork. He has a fork. They actually
All
performed
right.
that song live.
How
know, it's amazing.
does a 17 do?
That hits.
Oof.
Alright. 9 points of necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage?
And he regains hit points equal to this damage. So he just regained 9 hit points.
Why is he... Why? Why are we fighting Shia LaBeouf?
He's in here.
Because I told him. Shia surprise.
Oh,
All right.
God.
We'll keep our same initiative.
Dodgy.
Elile.
I have a
He's dodgy.
Elile, what would you like to do? You notice there's
Jesus.
commotion outside.
I noticed there's a Shia
And you
LaBeouf.
look out and you see Shia LaBeouf.
Actual cannibal.
Yeah, let's go.
Shia LaBeouf.
So I was already
You can take
outside.
mine.
Technically, I was at the door. I shot at that guy.
So I can then
Well,
do
this is unexpected.
celestial thing.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do Thorn Whip again. Why not?
Or Scourge Asthma.
Wait, you're an SMR?
Yeah, no. I hit
We're
her
using
using
both
both
our
11s.
Huh?
Yes, I
11.
do.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Okay.
This dice is the
Uh,
way dice.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Kari.
So, with that past one, I forgot I was actually resistant to necrotic.
Okay.
So I only take half that, so 5.
Okay. So he's going to regain 5 hit points.
Okay. And then I'm just going to swing at him with a great axe again.
Okay. You keep health for me. Do 98
Okay.
minus 6.
It's 13 still.
God damn.
Yeah.
What?
13 plus 1.
God
because of
damn.
The lumber.
We're gonna get killed by Shia LaBeouf, guys.
We're gonna die by
16 to
Shia
hit.
LaBeouf.
He's gonna eat us.
16 to hit.
Yeah.
That just hits.
Okay.
Don't worry. Me and Negan will bury you guys.
Thank you.
That's 6 damage.
Negan, you think we should help?
6
You'll
damage?
bury what's
Okay.
left
Take
of
6
us, you
away.
man.
Ella, you hear a commotion outside. Would you like to investigate?
No.
No. Wait, is he dead? Because doesn't she, as a cleric, get some
Alright.
smite action or something?
She's gonna stay where she
Not
is.
Smite.
Candle,
It's,
you hear a commotion outside. Would you like to
Is
get
it
involved
smite?
or stay where you are?
Can
Clerics
I
get
see
against
what's going
undead?
on?
Irina is gonna stay where she is.
She's like, oh no.
She's hanging out with you.
It's like,
You guys are kind of chatting it up, Ellie, you and Irina, about Strahd, and
Can I, see maybe, what's going on outside this door?
you're gonna have to get closer. You're gonna have to get a lot closer to the door.
Okay, I'm gonna go, a little bit closer to the door so that I can see out.
You're gonna have to make it at least a square from the door.
Okay, I'm gonna go a square from the door to look out and see what the fuck's happening.
Okay. It looks like Shia LaBeouf as an actual cannibal. And he's trying to eat your friends.
Okay, can I attack him then?
Sure.
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 You can try. Run for your life, it's Shia LaBeouf.
Wow, I rolled horrible.
She doesn't kill Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, that didn't even hit.
You're supposed to stab him in the kidney, Courtney.
You did nothing.
Go stab him in the
I
kidney.
think even adding points on
Fargrim, you hear a commotion outside. Would you like to get involved?
yes, I would.
Will someone please move Candle to one thing from
I want
the...
to move to the door.
Okay.
I've got cast guiding bolt.
Sorry, guys, I had to put him in.
You had to later when we were higher level.
No.
Cast guiding bolt. I'm going to cast it at
We're all just gonna
second level.
die.
You can beat him. I have faith in you.
I don't
I
figure
have faith in
myself.
them too.
Yeah, for not helping us.
17.
Hits.
As you drink. Okay.
All the alcohol he's stealing.
So it's 5 die.
His name.
I'm sorry, 4 die. 6. Oh, nice roll. 7.
That's Snake Eyes. You get to roll again, right?
Yeah, totally.
I do. And then for my bonus action, spiritual weapon,
Okay.
14.
To hit, no. But the 17. This 7 does, so take away 7.
So is he just normal sized and he's just a troll right now? Or
No, he's that size.
he's giant
Drogar.
actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf?
Legendary fight with Shia LaBeouf.
I run up
That's
to
what
him
it is.
and go around.
Okay.
Not to take an opportunity, but I'll...
Are you searching for traps?
Are you searching for traps?
No.
Not in the woods
What?
next to him.
Make a dex save.
It is.
You set a trap?
He is
It's a bear trap, isn't it? Oh no. Oh
Okay. 6.
Your leg! It's caught in a bear trap!
Don't you have danger sense?
I'm not a barbarian.
Yeah, you're gonna take 6 points of damage, and your leg is now in a bear trap.
Please.
Fitz.
no. Have to gnaw your own leg off.
I haven't done an action.
What would you like to do?
I would like to get out of the damn bear trap.
Okay.
No,
Roll a
it's not
strength
your leg.
save.
You have to gnaw your leg off.
Just see if I have a bear trap spell. No.
So close.
But so far.
But so far. But you're not, you don't take any more damage, you're just still stuck in it.
No, you're
Fitz.
gonna go.
We're robbing the bar.
Okay.
Fuck
You've got so much beer. In fact, you might have found some treasure too. We'll get to later. Sorry, I'm burping. Lele.
Oh, lovely. Is he wearing any armor?
No.
Anything metal?
He is barely clothed. He's half naked.
It's got a blue Speedo on.
Is it just the top, or
He really is. It's kind of like that troll. He really only has on a loincloth.
God. Dear Lord. Okay. I'm gonna shoot ice knife at him.
Okay.
So I just have to roll ranged.
What's this shadow buff whoever he is?
Exactly. What does he wear?
23.
23. Yes.
Okay, cool. And then it's just 1d10 of piercing damage, and then the shard explodes. So get out of it. Well, it might hit you, Akari, sorry. So,
It's
roll
alright.
1d10. It's okay! Got 2.
Friendly fire.
And then it also explodes, and everybody who doesn't succeed a dexterity saving throw of 13.
So who is besides Shia LaBeouf?
It's just Akari.
Wait, he
How
is
big
too, aren't
is the
you?
explosion?
the bear
It's
trap.
within a 5-foot
Okay.
range, so it's just whoever's right up
You
against
see
it.
that's the square right here closest to me in the grass?
Yeah.
That's where he is.
Oh,
Put him there.
right here.
Or maybe it's on the other side, because we went beside him to get right.
I went straight, and then I was going to go around him to be on the opposite sides.
Oh, you're going to try to flank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that flanking doesn't count, but that's just what I was going to
That's where he's caught in a bear trap.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
How much?
How much damage did you do?
Danger says it would kick him for that.
Oh yeah, it would.
2d6.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine.
How much damage did you do?
2d6.
Okay, roll it so
so
Courtney can take it off of him.
So,
A little
4.
more wounds.
Yeah. I'm still out of it for the day.
That's alright.
Ikari, what would you like to do?
I am going to.
Running for your life, it's Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife, it's Shia LaBeouf.
Stab me.
Actually transform into the radiant damage. So anybody within 10 feet of me will take 2 points of radiant damage.
So that's just you and the guy, it's not your friend. Okay.
And then I'm going to swing with a great axe.
So take away 2 points. Courtney's doing the math for me.
Which
could be-
I'm like the worst
Yeah, I was just saying, she doesn't do that very well.
21 points of damage.
To hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
person. Oh god, I was like
His-
21, Jesus.
His AC is only 16.
Alright.
Oh, dear lord.
That's 13.
13 points of damage. Ella, hanging out in there. Candle.
I'm gonna try Firebolt again.
Okay.
18.
Hits.
Plus, yeah, plus say whatever. Fuck, Firebolt's gonna hit him.
His AC is 16, so again.
Yeah, so, let me get my 1d2. I hit him for 4 points of fire damage.
Okay, take it off. Fargrim.
If he's wearing anything that can be ignited, it should have ignited.
He has a loincloth on.
He's
Are you sure you want to ignite that?
Yeah, do you really want to ignite that,
Yeah,
Cody?
let's make it ignite. Let's let it dangle.
Lindsay, how much was
Okay,
your
cast
attack?
Sacred Flame.
I
Okay.
just did 4.
Okay.
Okay, so I took
points.
2.
Oh, you'll take half
Tegan,
damage
okay?
for it? Danger
Yeah,
zone?
she's chewing on
I
her.
don't think I have to. I think I
She's
have to.
choking on her
Well, it
too.
depends on her spell, so it depends on if
15.
Ice Knife
Yeah.
17.
half or not.
Yeah, I think she said it.
Yeah.
17 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
So it's.
Well, you could roll a 13 to get rid of the
2
rest
die
of it.
I
Did you
did. I
dexterity?
rolled a 20.
Okay. Well, what is your danger
Okay,
zone?
11
So it just gives you
damage.
the...
You
11
said
damage,
save.
take that off.
It's as if you passed,
And
even
then
if you
for my
didn't.
bonus spiritual weapon.
I get
Okay.
advantage on deck saves.
Oh, okay.
Missed.
Ice Knife, so.
Alright.
Spell.
Drogar,
Hey.
you can get out of your bear trap.
13 plus 7, 20.
Yes, you get out.
Yay.
What would you like to do?
At the moment, I have no actions left. Does that take my whole action?
You can gnaw your leg off.
Take the bear trap and put it on his nards.
Yeah, if you want to get that close.
His flaming nards.
Yeah,
I guarantee the fight will be over.
If it took my whole
I don't know, he
action
stabs
to
him in
get
the
out of
kidney in the
bear
video, and he
trap,
still
then
makes
I
it.
have nothing left, so I'll just stay 5 feet from him, or 10 feet from him, and wait.
Fitz.
Throw the bear trap at him, though.
Fitz, you're still at the bar? Alright.
I'm lucky it would hit him. And
He is going to, he's going to cast Sharpening an Axe at you.
at me.
At you.
What is he sharpens an axe in his direction? some of the sparks go off on him.
16 plus 8.
That's a very
I'm
similar
gonna say
motion.
that hit.
Okay.
Can you guys stop jerking off Shia LaBeouf?
Told you to get the bear trap.
Should have just thrown the bear trap at him. Great. Strength check. It's fine. You're in half orc. It'll work.
Maybe strength or constitution.
14
Might
points
like
of
it.
slashing damage. He hits you with a sharpened axe.
From 10 feet away? That sucks.
He walked up to you.
Actual superstar Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, I can hear you now. Now do it.
Yeah, really.
I know how to set traps. I had to do that for my lab practical today.
So did you
Alile.
walk away from him?
Yeah, he's on you now. So you get an attack advantage.
Right, attack the advantage, buddy.
Attack with
You get
advantage.
Alright.
Opportunity.
Do it.
Turn it back to you.
How dare he?
I'm insulting.
It'd be 14.
Why?
So close. But so far.
Okay. Yeah, I hit.
Okay, how much?
17 naturally. But not damage.
You know, tell us damage.
All we
Yeah.
care about is damage.
6 damage.
6 damage.
Alile.
Oh, great.
He has 98 hit points.
Total.
Right now?
No.
Total.
Okay.
No,
That's
we're
scaring
like
me.
52 minus 6, whatever that is.
46.
Thank you, Pam. Pam should be doing this. Pam knows math.
Oh, Courtney. Okay.
Oh, man.
10 minutes later. Oh yeah, we filled them like an hour ago. I just kept going.
You guys seem like you're having fun. So.
So,
That's the goal.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get so much XP.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery. I do. No.
Rawr.
It was 10. So,
Okay.
You're doing the 2000s emo.
Ikari.
Rar.
rar.
I'm gonna Great Axe again.
Okay. Move him
With
closer to
reckless attack.
Shia LaBeouf.
Actual superstar Shiloh.
Okay, that was 16 to hit.
That hits.
Yes.
That's not damage.
No, I'm waiting.
5.
I know my damage.
Ella, inside.
You should trade.
Candle.
I'm gonna move towards
I
the
rolled
door.
1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just spiral.
This is you, right?
It'd be
No,
strength
that's
plus
not her. It's
proficiency.
the girl.
that's
It's
our
the girl.
I'm so
That'd be
confused.
7.
Who's-
The girl.
Courtney.
That's Irene.
The girl with the book. She's
Okay,
cleric.
well, I was told this
Okay,
was.
so,
yeah,
so it's
I
fine.
I was told this was Fitz. So
No.
now I'm confused.
Fitz is the boy.
Now I'm so confused.
Okay, it's fine. Who cares? Okay,
Yes.
I'm just gonna cause fireball. It hits.
What did you want to do? You're moving towards the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Candle.
I did 3 points of fire damage.
Where's the bar?
Fargrim.
Yeah, you gotta move
Okay,
back one.
for my action, I'll cast a Sacred Flame, so he's got to make a dexterity throw or take 2 to 8.
It's plus 3.
Mine talks to me.
9.
10 points.
Okay.
And for my bonus, Spiritual Weapon, natural 20.
Crits.
Nice.
Times by 2, whatever you do.
And then it's, I'm sure I got this right. 2 to 8. 9 double.
18.
18.
Drogar.
Wow, he is bleeding.
Good.
Oh.
Did I tell you guys you could beat him?
He also took 2 damage on my turn for the radiant thing.
Okay, so take another 2 away.
I'm gonna stand in the doorway and go, yay, team.
Go team, go!
We get advantage for that, right?
So I had a 17 to hit, and that is plus 5, it's 14 damage.
Okay.
He is dead.
Alright. So. You limp into the dark woods, blood oozing from your stump leg. But you have won. You have beaten Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Makes sense the one that got caught in a bear trap killed him.
Just on my turn.
Call you Stumpy now?
Did you cut his head off? What?
He comes back, doesn't he? Like in the song.
Did I cut his head off?
Huh?
What?
In my rage, I would. Like
Yeah.
every joint.
Okay, I'm gonna loot the
I'll just
body.
let him do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna loot the body.
There's nothing to loot. He was wearing a loincloth.
Exactly the same.
Fine.
It's a magical loincloth.
And then you
I have
burned it off!
something in his organs.
And then you
I-
burned it off!
He could
Yeah,
pull
it's
a
a magical
Daniel
loincloth.
Maybe he ate somebody that had
Nature's pocket.
loincloth of natural male enhancement, really.
Okay, with my 22 to investigate, I'm gonna cut him wide open and see what he has inside of him.
Nothing.
Damn. Just organs?
Yeah.
What a lame ass bitch.
Not even
having treasure
organs.
inside
Not even
of him.
organs. He has no organs.
What?
There's just body parts in there.
There's nothing. He doesn't even bleed.
It's just a shell.
Maybe we should burn him.
He's a shell of his former.
I mean, he's already on fire from me.
Oh.
He's in pieces.
She burned off his loincloth while he's still alive.
Anybody injured?
Yes.
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 Well, I eviscerated him and that gave me nothing. What a bitch.
Our reward was that we fought Shia LaBeouf, I guess. I don't know what kind of reward that was.
Shia LaBeouf.
Technically, our reward is we're alive. So.
It's not really a reward, though. We're scarred for life now.
I mean, we are.
We saw things, man. We saw things.
Like anything living is a reward.
Yeah.
Curse.
Yeah, really.
After saying that, probably.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf's dick. On fire.
It's pretty much what happened.
There's a cooked sausage if you guys want to eat it.
Actual cannibal Courtney.
I need to make an alignment check while I eat it.
Yeah.
First the dick.
Well, I mean, was he human though? Was he?
Superstar Shia LaBeouf.
It's probably been about 10 minutes now. You guys are talking and discussing what you want to do.
We're not discussing what just happened.
Did we get a heal?
What's that?
Did we get a heal?
I hope we get all the XPs for that.
Ella, can you heal them?
Mhm.
Okay. Mass healing words being used, but I'm not a third spot.
So they didn't
Yeah,
talk
I'm
for
good.
10
I don't need
minutes.
anything.
Yeah.
I've been searching everything in this damn bar.
You've got some stuff, but
You got
guess
some.
what? Wait, he isn't dead. Shia, surprise. He's back.
Shia, surprise.
That's why I didn't
with
move
45 hit
He was in
points.
pieces.
Should've burned
He
him
healed
while
himself. Nobody cut off his head.
I did.
Huh?
Actual.
Wait, you cut off his head?
Yes,
okay,
I cut
he's not,
pieces.
he's not back.
Everything.
Show us for fuck.
His head just
Cut off
says
his
Shia
head.
surprise, and that's it.
Put it on a pike.
It's
Never
the
mind.
surprise
Yeah,
is
one
that his head is
on the
alive
back.
for a few extra seconds.
The hand goes to the
Faster.
door of the
Pretty much.
Fuck you.
Alright.
Normal Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf.
Don't even call this episode Curse of Strahd. Just
This is Shia LaBeouf.
actual
episode.
cannibal Shia LaBeouf. That's all you need to title it.
Shy surprise.
Shia Surprise. That's what you need to
Surprise.
title. Yeah. Title it Shia Surprise.
Give these to Jason. These are the things he found while he was looting the bar.
All the things he found.
all the magic things.
Thank you for the heal.
Okay.
by the way.
You're welcome. Can I finally now sit down and read this
Thank you.
genealogy book?
You are out. You are now all level 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Yes, I like
We
it.
just got. We just made it to level 4.
That was the reward for killing Shia.
That was the reward for killing Shia LaBeouf.
Okay.
Now, I would like to tell you guys there are still several places you have not been to in this town.
Can we take a break? I cannot do any more spells.
You remember that Van Richten wanted you guys
Go to the tower.
to go to his tower. He said that before he just left you to fight all these people. But he is the acclaimed vampire hunter. Also, if you wanted to heal the mad girl, you know there's a church here you would need to go to. And you also haven't been to the Burgomaster's house, aka the mayor's house.
I have a question. Does anybody else know that Shia LaBeouf exists
No.
in this campaign?
I don't know, do they?
Do they though? Are we
Do
gonna
they?
is he gonna get brought up 5 or 6 times for the campaign?
I don't know, does he?
I'm with you, Candle. I need a good long rest.
Yeah, can we go to rest?
Sure.
Yay.
Or do we just recover
While I'm
everything?
resting, I was
because
just
we're level
studying
5
this
now.
genealogy
Pass
book.
those around.
He is your cousin.
Oh god, I murdered my cousin.
Yeah, but he's trying to kill you.
But something might have been wrong with him.
Mentally or physically?
His eyes got the faraway look when he attacked me.
Does it run in the family?
Maybe he was just like, I know I have to kill
It
you, but I
might.
kind of don't want to.
Technically, I killed your cousin. And I do it again.
You too, Fritz.
Oh dear.
Oh god, my cousin. Oh my god. Okay, so we gotta rest, correct?
Yes.
Yay, long rest or short?
Maybe
Whatever you want to take.
Yeah, that's not good.
Do we guys want to take a long rest?
You guys
Yeah.
are currently in
Long
the
rest.
inn, and when this fight took place, all the patrons left, and the barkeep went behind the bar into a room and locked the door.
Well, Jason robbed everything, so
He
we could have
did.
spent a night there for free. On the soul and dime of the bar.
So the barkeep is going to come out and thank you for saving him, and he's going to also tell you that the tavern hasn't had a lot of wine, but there's a ton of wine in the next town over. He's been waiting to get a shipment for, but he thinks that road is plagued with wolves, and if you would be willing to go get the wine from that town, he would reward you handsomely.
With what?
How handsome,
With all the stuff that he stole.
how handsome are we talking here?
Handsomely.
Like Sean Connery back in the day?
Everyone gets 100 gold and a bottle of wine.
I mean, I don't know what wine, but I'll take gold.
This is
I've got one
How
for
much
each hand
alcohol
already.
did I find or take?
This is
That's
probably
all you got.
help Y'all's out.
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't think the barbarian or me would want.
Let me see.
Let's have a look at them over here.
It's good for a wizard if you're having fun with your spells.
Oh yeah, if you
One of them.
How was I say I'm the wizard in the group?
Yeah, one of them is really good for that. The
So
other
we're
one
gonna take
will
our
make you-
long rests.
Medallion of
Right,
3
you're
charges
ready
or
now.
you can use
Tap.
it and spend 1 charge
You
pass
did that already.
thought
And-
spells.
Yeah.
So it's like,
make that.
Brent,
And I got
what if I offer the 2 bottles of wine I already have on me?
Warlocks get so much.
He'll pay you
this would be
20
more
gold
for
apiece for those.
anybody. The helmet would be more for
I'll give him
everybody.
one.
Huh?
I'll give him one.
Okay.
He would want it.
That's
20 gold.
Or do you
Okay.
want a helm of comprehending languages?
Sure.
I tried.
And
And failed miserably.
Yes.
detect magic.
Get the medallion.
So, to recap, the barkeep...
I have 2 other things.
You want it?
Like a beacon.
No, I mean, I don't think anybody else can.
So, to recap, guys, the barkeep wants you to go to the next town, bring back wine, he's going to give you money. You haven't visited the mayor's house, you haven't went to the church to see if you can save the girl, and Van Richten wants you to go to his tower.
Were we?
Also, you have a bunch of
He
stuff
already
you're supposed
texted
to get to kill Strahd.
I want to kill Miss Kitty. I promised, what's her face, I'd kill Miss Kitty. I dreamed about her. I sort of feel bad for
We
her.
promised a lot of people a lot
last
of
time
things.
we were heading to the church last time before these people came in.
Yeah.
By the way, you all have taken a long rest, your hit points are back, blah, 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 blah. All
I
your
think that
spells.
deal with Miss Kitty is a short mission that we can probably do quickly.
Yeah,
And
let's
then maybe
go.
tackle maybe still
The
have time
detect
to tackle
thought
the wine.
spell, is
Or
that
well, it's
only
another town.
arcane?
So you want to go to the Abbey.
I don't know. I already stole a piece. So.
The only reason I'm asking is she already has 2 things, and I think everybody else only has 1. So this just allows you to use the detect thought spell.
Detect.
It doesn't specify if you have to be something, though. I imagine you would have to be able to use the detect thought spell initially.
If
No.
it's an item, you don't.
You
If it's an
don't?
item, you just
Then
get
so
to use
anybody
it.
could use this and
Right.
detect
Yeah.
people's thoughts. So does anybody who doesn't have something want something?
Well, if you use beast shape,
I mean, I use wild shape, but I mean that's. I
She
don't know
can
how
still
well that
hear
would
and
help
understand
me.
as a beast.
Still an
Yeah,
item.
I just can't talk. So this doesn't allow me to talk. It allows me to read people's thoughts. That's all it would do.
Well, you
So
can already
anybody
talk
can use
to
it.
animals.
Yeah.
And now you can
Okay.
figure things out. For
Jason,
people.
can you get in people's heads?
He already does
So,
that.
well, if he takes it,
Well, does it work?
It does
This-
the same thing I already do.
Yeah,
I can just
yeah.
detect the surface thoughts.
yeah, I was just
It
thinking.
doesn't say. Well, does detect
if
thoughts
she
in
was an
general
animal,
do surface?
Then take it and then throw
Yeah,
it.
because generally when you do the detect
I'm gonna
thoughts
make my way to the
spell,
church.
it's the surface thoughts first, and then you can either choose to probe further
I'll go
or
along.
change to a different.
This
You
is
have to
the-
roll
this is the church.
further, though. I take it.
No,
Okay.
you just on your next turn you get to probe further, and then they roll against a.
This
Oh, they have
is-
to roll
wisdom
against you.
throw.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make my way to the church.
I only have spider climb boots.
But they got lost of things.
Do you want that?
Sure.
You just wanted something from me.
No, it's just because you already had 2 things.
Oh no, I already have 2 things.
Yeah,
I want everything, damn it!
She wants all the things.
all the things.
All the things. Okay, I'm gonna make my way to the church. Who wants to follow me?
I
I'll go
guess
along and
so.
keep it
You need it, Will.
Okay.
It's still in town, so why not?
Yeah, okay. So I guess, what about you 2? You guys want to come along to the church adventure?
Church adventure. Oops, sorry.
Might as well.
Yeah, like the whole group sort of heading there.
So you just be.
split the group.
Do you want to sit and drink, or do you?
That's a
Wine at the church.
Well, Fitz robbed the whole bar of its beer. I don't think you're gonna get anything.
Courtney, will you grab me another one of mine?
Spit's gonna like permanently
Okay.
smell like alcohol. Like, is that a thing now?
Claire, come on about the church.
Yeah. We're just following
Got a
this
light candle,
alcoholic child
like,
around.
Do it.
Got a light candle, yeah.
Create food and water is a
Sprinkle a
3rd
little
level
water.
spell now? It's absurd.
Get a little holy water. Or unholy water, as the case may be.
I got to spell magic now, you guys.
So we're going to the church, St. Andrew's.
Yeah, let's just go to the church.
Okay.
And I can summon crap.
Alright, this slouching centuries-old stone church has a bulging steeple in the back and walls lined with cracked stained glass windows depicting saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church, and a thin mist creeps among the graves. What would you like to do?
Yeah,
Negan, go open the door.
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay.
I want to investigate maybe the graveyard. Like, I don't want to go in there. I just want to glance at it. And, oh, shit. Okay, let me glance at the grave, then I'll go get your turn
That's
back.
going to cost you 1 saving throw.
15.
Looks like a graveyard.
Okay.
Mist doesn't look
Ominous.
It looks
Tell
just
Negan to go open the door.
looks like normal mist. Okay, Negan goes and opens the door. It's not locked, and you're greeted by a male human priest named Father Lucian.
Run, Negan, run!
Does he have long blonde hair?
He
Do
does.
you need to stay in the back?
Greetings, brethren.
Or his eyes
And
blue?
assisting him is a orphan and altar boy named Yeska.
Oh, that's not good. We gotta save this kid.
Oh, God. We need to save the child.
Like the boy.
I'm going to look at the kid and I'm going to say, tell me yes or no. Like, just
And
nod your
you
head.
also notice,
Blink.
Courtney, or aka Candle, you also noticed as you were looking in the graveyard cemetery that there was a man tending the graves. His name is Milav. Milav. And he's older and he has muscles. He looks like a teenager, like maybe 18, 19.
Oh, never mind. I don't know. How old am I? I'm going to say I'm like 24.
Okay.
But still, he's
I'm
still a bit too young for me.
196.
Alright.
You still look great.
35.
He says, the priest says,
How old are you?
welcome to my
196.
humble abode. What can I do for you,
seen some
adventurers?
I only looked like
We have this
200.
girl who's been afflicted,
Oh,
and we
it's
hope
like
that you can
200.
heal her.
I live to be like,
What is her affliction?
I think 5 or 6.
We don't know.
Yeah, you're
We
an
know
elf.
it's beyond anything that I can help her with.
I cannot leave my church, but if you were to bring her to me, I will do my best to heal her.
Is there any way we can convince you to...
He's not leaving his church.
Who's going to go get her?
Okay, I'll go get Miss Kitty because I dreamed about her, but I would like
I'll go with.
someone to come with.
Bodyguard?
Okay.
Did she like you? I can't
She never met me.
She's never met me either, so.
It's about 6:00 at night, and you notice when you look past the priest, there's about 8 commoners and about 4 terrified children in the church, and they're sitting in the pews and they're just praying fervently. They look afraid for their lives, not because of the priest, but because of the hell that goes on in this world. Yeah.
It's the priest.
I mean, everybody's on the knees
You
already.
got the old father Nelson, I think.
Okay,
And the full Nelson.
And you can kind of tell, the priest, he says, every night I offer my nightly protection. This is holy ground. Those that are bad cannot pass through this church, and a lot of times I have families seeking refuge here.
You catch on fire immediately.
can we...
David's come out!
I'm gonna ask the father, does terrible things happen tonight in the town?
Yes.
So it'd be very dangerous to go out at night.
Come on, Negan.
For common folk, yes.
Okay, just...
Probably not for adventurers like you.
Okay.
I don't think Negan's going to the war.
Did Miss Kitty like you? I can't remember how she responded to you.
Try.
I don't remember.
Alright,
Either.
Negan, try
I
and get through
imagine
the
she
door.
did, because
Goes
most
to the
people
door.
like me.
Oh, surprise.
If you want to come with me, I want to
Yeah,
ask
you alive?
Olivia if she wants to
He's
join
fine.
us, because we still
Because we can
technically
talk
have the
telepathically
cat.
as long as he's on the same thing.
I was
as
coming
this.
with
fine.
you anyway.
Did anybody decide on that thought reading thing?
I just took it, unless you want it.
I mean, we could take it with us to get like extra support,
You
possibly.
guys are going to get the girl.
Yeah, we're gonna get the girl.
What are you doing?
She's coming with
I'm coming with you.
to get Miss Caddy.
Staying in the church.
Laying low?
You went into church?
I want to go talk to that dude out in the graveyard.
Miklovich.
Okay, the
Nikolov.
barbarian and the elf and I, we're gonna head our way to go get Miss Kitty. So I guess we're leaving the group. We're splitting
Okay.
the party.
I'm just gonna read her thoughts, and it's
This
just
is
gonna
for
be
you,
like, I'm a
Daniel.
cat.
It's
I'm a
for
cat.
splitting the
I'm a cat, I'm
party.
a cat, 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 I'm a cat, I'm a cat. I'm a cat.
So tell them that we found ourselves in this land and we thank them for their hospitality.
I want you to roll a
at the church.
perception check for me. You.
Is that
Yeah, I want you to roll a perception check.
perception?
Yes.
Perception. Perception. Huh.
It's hot.
Okay, I got +4.
I hated the pizza up in the air fryer, and it's really hot.
9.
Can you
give me a
make
piece?
cheesecake or something?
I made cheesecake at my house. My
He's
air
going to
fryer.
say, I'm glad you're here. You will help ease some of the worries of my congregation. I needed you to roll higher. I needed you to roll higher.
Okay.
Rita, do you want it warm?
Sure.
So I'm just going to stand guard outside of the church and just try to
That
pray for him.
yeah, that the teenager doesn't really talk to you much. He just kind of keeps, other than what he said, that he's glad you're here, you can help, and then he keeps just he just keeps digging graves,
18 years of being a touch.
digging graves.
Surface thoughts on the digging graves guy.
He thinks there's going to be a lot more people to bury, so he's digging graves in preparation for that.
In his head, you're probably right.
I'm recognize that one of my fellow cleric
agree.
I'm just like, well, they argue this one kid. What?
I'll go back into the church.
Okay.
That's pretty utilitarian.
I offered that to you to use if you're going to go with her.
Did you hand it to me?
If you're going to go with her, I offered it to you to use to
With
help.
her?
No, we've already left.
Yeah, they already left. Sorry.
Okay.
I would have used it.
They want to go die. This is our
Thank you,
chance.
We want to go die.
Okay.
Okay,
Hello,
Daniel.
King's about to
Speak
kick
for
our
yourself, alright?
I seem to always get put with a person that wants to try to kill himself.
You're going. Who's going to get the girl?
But
Who's outside the church? Who's inside the church?
I'm inside.
Alile, where are you?
I was with Courtney.
Negan's still inside the church.
Yeah.
So we have how many people are inside the church?
2 healers inside.
2. Who's outside the church?
And we're outside.
Okay. You see bats approach.
Bats?
No, the ones that are outside see bats
Is
approach.
Irina in the church?
Irina went with
How
you
many
guys.
bats?
I wanted Irina to stay in the church.
She went with you.
God damn it, Irina.
Those your spell cards?
You see,
And if you want, 5 again, but I can't go any
Those are my answers.
Oh,
you see 4 giant swarms of bats fly past you, leave you a little disoriented. They go up into the belfry and down into the church and just fly all around the congregation. You hear a bunch of screams from inside. It doesn't sound like anyone's getting injured, but they're just terrified. Bats are flying through their face and their hair, and they're all around the church flying.
these oldie proud.
Negan's underneath the pews.
He's invisible.
Negan's not getting attacked, but he sees the bats. And he can hear the terror.
Swarms.
You can hear the terror.
I could talk to them, but I'm not there. In her
I
old
can talk to him, but
My-
I don't care.
Well, my
I mean,
favorite
if they
thing.
get close enough to me, I'll swipe at them.
As you're standing outside, you hear the commotion inside, and you guys that are inside, you've seen swarms of bats before. You're not so afraid. These town folks are totally frightened. They're going to run out of the church. And you see a bunch of people just run by you, shaking their head,
Going.
running away.
How many bats approximately are in the church?
4 swarms.
4 swarms of 10 each, 5 each, 6,
Probably 20.
20 each.
There's a lot.
So we're looking at about 80 bats.
Wow.
Anybody got any daily?
Anybody with detect magic?
And
I
while
would detect magic on them.
Magic every step.
yeah, there's
Well-
definitely a lot of magic going on here.
There you go.
As the bats,
Ooh, swizzle sticks.
and you also found it weird that your imp was able to enter the church. Did you tell anybody that?
You know.
Okay.
It's like, I'm
Yeah.
not believing this guy is up on the legit part about this being
Holy ground.
holy
Yeah.
ground.
So,
Holy liar.
So as the townsfolk flee the church, 4 vampires spawn, leap down, and start to attack the townsfolk.
Outside the church.
Yes.
Protect them best I can.
Okay.
Or across of them.
Give me 4 ghouls somewhere.
Somewhere.
We're gonna say they're vampire spawn.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a grid to put them on.
Can I make a crack stick, please?
And as our characters are in the middle of battle,
There you go.
shit just got real.
Always.
Now the question is, do we want to look out the doors or just close them?
Oh, that helps you so much because they're inside.
Just put
The bats are
4
inside.
down. I want 2 pretty far away, and then I want 2 near him. are half orc. And the other two are going to be inside the
I
church.
think I kind of like them now.
Put you guys where you guys are, and you guys that aren't here, don't put your characters there.
Yeah, I'm moving us out the way. Okay, where do you want these guys?
Get out
I want
the
two
way.
kind of over here, and then I want two kind of over here, and we're going to say this is the difference between outside and inside.
This is the
You're
door.
really
inside
bad
right
at
here.
craps.
Yeah, we're
I
going to
am
say
horrible at craps.
this right here, this four square, is the difference between outside and inside. We're going to say everything on this side is inside, and everything on this side is outside.
Okay, put me inside. There you go, thank you.
I was just trying to get my characters out of the way. I didn't.
Give me a dice or a whatever, and we're going to say that's the preacher man.
No, I'm outside.
Give me a dice for the preacher.
Preacher man.
And put him inside. Near one of the vampire spawn.
The preacher's a vampire.
You are outside.
Obviously, duh.
Okay. Put him beside the vampire spawn. They have just landed. Two have landed in front of you, and you can hear from the chaos, it sounds like two have landed inside the church.
Alright, well, initiative
That
time.
looks like the Facebook logo.
The two that have just landed inside the church are automatically going to attack the preacher.
Maybe they're not bad vampires.
Pedophile.
Huh?
Got rid of the
I
pedophile.
was gonna say, maybe they're not that bad.
Alright.
I killed the pedophile. Good.
One hits, one misses. He's going to take 18 points of slashing damage. Preacher is. And then the two that just landed in front of you are going to try to attack you.
Is preacher inside?
Preacher is inside.
Okay.
He's inside his supposedly holy church, but vampire spawn have landed inside. Alright, only one of them is going to hit you for 8 points of slashing damage. Everyone that's inside roll initiative. I mean, everyone that's here roll initiative.
At 18.
I go on.
Okay, so you were 18.
16.
Hold on.
I burned the shit out of my
16.
thumb.
Okay, what else we got?
16.
Okay.
11.
I'm not gonna kill.
You've always been rolling bad these past few times.
I don't know, Eldritch Blast is pretty heavy.
And Alile, Ikari, and Candle, you guys have went with Arena to go get
I'm just saying I'm
the lady
Yeah.
to get healed. Okay, so you're not here, unfortunately.
Don't let the priest die. We need his ass.
Okay.
We're not inside the church.
Alright,
Someone had the bright idea of shutting the doors.
Fargrim. Fargrim, what would you like to do? You're outside by yourself with these two vampire spawns.
No. I was with him. Me and him were outside.
Is Negan with you?
He was inside.
So he's inside, okay. So
We
you
need the father.
can know what's going on inside by channeling through him. Alright.
Okay, the guy that's in front of me, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
What kind of damage is that?
It's going to do 6 dice 6 at 3rd level radiant.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, that hits.
So many dice.
18, 20, 25.
Alright. Does good. You've really hurt one of the vampires. As the radiant damage hits him, he kind of shrieks in pain.
Okay.
Out of all the damage types, that's probably the one that he dislikes the most.
Okay.
Nikki
And then
gets to go on 12.
Huh?
I said Nikki gets to go on 12.
Alright.
yeah. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. 16.
That hits.
Okay. And so that's 2 die 8.
Okay.
8 total.
Alright. Good job. Drogar, you're outside. Are you still a little boy? With your little boy comrade? Huh?
I'm sorry. It's 2 die 8 plus 7 is 15.
Okay, good. He's taking a lot of damage. He's still up. You're outside with your your little boy companion, and you're confronted with 2 vampire spawn.
Well, since I know he's not really a little boy, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go for the
Alright.
one on the left.
Okay.
Daddy.
Daddy. Daddy.
Charlie.
22.
That hits.
Alright. That one. For 9 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And a big net 1 on the second attack.
I'm not gonna have you take damage on the second attack, but I'm gonna say your axe is now in the grass. Okay. Ella, inside the church, there are 2 vampire spawn currently attacking the priest.
And his looks hurt. The
Yes.
one he attacked. So I'll attack the other one with guiding bolt.
Okay.
Both goes down.
Except I didn't hit him.
Okay.
Daddy.
You wanna do anything else? Daddy.
Nah.
Fitz.
Is this 4 or 11? Negan gets going. 11. Or 12.
Oh, it's Negan.
Alright, Negan.
Inside the church.
Negan.
Set it on fire, Negan!
Okay.
Burn the church!
You're gonna set the church on fire, okay.
Burning every church.
He's gonna
I
say,
see you
okay,
took
yes.
a card.
I'm pretty sure Negan would. Oh, yeah!
Yeah, he's setting the church on fire.
I see you took a card from my book.
Page.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out.
Cards
Vampires
come out
hate
of
fire.
books.
This
I
might
know
be
they hate
fire.
fire.
What about the people on the inside?
I do.
Huh.
I'll actually look up on
Swizzle sticks.
Alright, it's your turn, what are you gonna do? He's
Yeah,
lighting the
so-
church on fire.
Alright, he's lighting the church on fire. And we still have 2 vampires.
2 vampires outside, 2 vampires inside.
Just chopped liver. But no, she'd like you then. Never mind.
Attacking myself. I'm invisible.
Invisibility?
I don't know if it'll work against vampires, but why not?
I think they
I can
also
take it
have
at this point.
invisibility.
We'll find out.
What do they have to roll to be able to see you?
Heat vision.
I'll actually have to look that up.
Guess what? They have spider climb.
I think it's blindside.
Yay! I can just spider climb after them. It'll be
As
great.
long as we don't attack.
Hey.
You can be like, bitches!
This.
Too bad I'm
I'm
not
behind
there.
them just going, meh, meh, meh.
Follow them up the wall.
Yeah, you're just straight up invisible.
We're just straight up invisible.
Okay.
Do you want to groom Effie?
Can you give me a brush?
Yeah.
They can try
She
to
will shed like
swing at us, but it's a
crazy though.
disadvantage.
They are going to move towards the door and open it.
Looks like a torture.
Door is now open.
It's a dramatic tool.
And
It's so good. Playing the
another bat. Looks like a really big bat. Bigger than any bat should be.
It's a big bat.
Strahd.
Flies into the church.
It's a big fuzzy boy.
And then reverts to human form.
Are we still
Strahd.
In front of the priest.
Yeah, it is. It's Strahd. Really, Courtney?
It
Wow.
was a horrible
Wait,
thing.
which one's the priest?
The
Not the
dice.
die.
Oh, that's
Your
right.
dice. That's it, by the way.
Are we still in initiative order?
Wait,
or
you took
can I
my
go get
die?
my
Yeah,
axe
that's
off
your
invisible?
cube.
We're still in initiative order, but I'll let you go get it.
I swear.
He
I guess they don't need to bring a girl now. They're gonna come back, place it on fire.
Everyone's dead.
Sorry guys, I gotta look up Strahd's stats.
We're just gonna be
Wouldn't
sitting
say.
there on the
Okay.
porch, you know, next to the actual.
He is
Start
going
raping
to
kids everywhere and setting them on fire, and little bastards running everywhere. And... Really? No.
He's going to make 2 attacks on the priest.
Strahd?
Yes.
Deuce's priest.
For real. You gotta be dead.
21.
God, that priest
That
is dead.
hits.
Hit.
22 necrotic damage.
You guys just let the priest go ahead.
And he's gonna bite him.
Of course he is. Vampire priest.
It's his kink.
It's his thing.
That'll be 24 necrotic damage.
He's got a bite.
Priest is dead. He's been bitten.
That's really good.
And now
Burn
Strahd.
him.
Now Strahd is going to fly away in bat form.
This bitch just came up in here to bite this priest.
You just wanted to kill the priest, yeah.
Fargrim, what would you like to do?
He's like, this bitch is empty. I'm out of here. Yeet.
The one that was in front of me that I did the damage to, did he die? Did he
No,
knock
he's
back?
still up.
Okay. Well,
Priest is a liar.
we got a new target here. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Of course I missed. Okay, 4, I missed.
Right.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to use Spiritual Weapon on. I'm going after Strahd.
He's gone.
He's
Already
gone?
flew
Okay,
off,
then
yeah.
after the other, the guy that already hit then. Okay. 13.
No.
Okay. Crap.
Jogar.
Alright. Since I have my axe and I'm invisible, I'm gonna run in and get advantage on the one I went after the first time.
Yes.
23 to hit.
Yes.
Cool. That is 16 damage. And then second attack is a 12.
No. But he's bloodied. Ella.
But if he's running behind, does he get advantage?
Yeah, you do get advantage. So roll again.
On both.
Oh, yeah, they totally have their backs turned to you. They're beelining for the church.
That hits. That was a natural 14.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So that's 10 damage on him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna burn an action surge
Mm-hmm.
and attack 2 more times.
Okay.
That's 8, so that's 21.
Hits.
To hit. Okay. That one.
Here you go.
11 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still up?
Yes. But barely.
Here you go.
And that is 16.
That hits.
Ooh, close.
Nice shoot.
That's not great. 9 damage.
Here you go.
He's almost dead.
Almost dead. Okay.
Ella.
I'm going to try guiding bolt again.
She's in there.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the little thing of pizza at your dog. And she just like
Fits. Church is on fire. Vampire spawn don't seem to care. But they will.
They're all inside.
They're not quite all inside.
Why are you on the outside of the church?
Okay.
now the
He's like,
garden.
oh, just
Alright.
killed my friends too. Man.
Bird fast enough.
They're going to.
Let me make some toasty boys.
Oh yeah, I got the alcohol.
They're going to turn into bats and fly away. Except for the one that you've really bloodied and almost injured. He's going to stay, and he's going to try to attack you.
Yeah.
Little head Tegan. Oh, need fire tickets.
17 plus 6. Alright. He is going to claw you.
Hey, who's that boy that's taking the parade? I have 5 friends.
8 piercing damage plus 7 necrotic damage. Then your hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the necrotic damage taken.
So 7.
Yeah. And the vampire game's hit points equal to that amount. And this is an effect until you take a long rest.
It's
Fargrim. Take all the vampires out except for one. The one beside, right in front of him. Right in front of the orc.
Which over there.
Yeah, all these are gone. Except for that one.
The one up there.
Yep.
I'm going to advance and attack with my warhammer.
Okay.
Will Lesser Restoration do anything for him?
It might.
Can't remember if it does anything.
18.
Hit.
What? 9 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Right across this midsection.
You do that, and he just bursts into flames. And you hear him scream as he's dragged into hell. No, Sam. Okay, so Preacher Man's dead.
Yep.
He's been bitten.
Yep.
What would you like to do with the body?
Protect magic.
No magic. Just nothing.
Gonna have to bury him. That's all he can do.
He's been bit.
Yep.
You can set him on fire.
Okay. He does.
Exit the church.
Negan halfway runs over there. Oh yeah.
What's his name is going to come talk to you again, the teenager boy.
Okay.
While you're outside watching the church burn, all of you. Kind of like lighting marshmallows and shit.
Lighting marshmallows.
And, about this time, you guys make it back. You notice the church is on fire. But, first, Malav, the teenage boy, and he's got the little boy beside him. They were brothers. Since you approached him before, he's going to talk to you, and he's going to tell you that this used to be sacred ground. But, because of the bones of St. Andrew, which is the name of this church, that's why it was sacred ground. They were in a crypt beneath the church, but it's my fault. I broke into the crypt a couple of nights ago and stole the bones for money. And that's why the vampire spawn were allowed to enter. The church is no longer holy. It's my fault. The priest is dead.
So we kill the boy.
Well, maybe if we sacrifice you
Strahd,
in a holy
I don't know
ritual.
where the bones are. Can we get them back to restore this holy place?
I gave the bones to the coffin maker in return for money to help feed my brothers and sisters.
How many you got?
6.
Jesus.
Parents are both dead. Strahd killed them.
Okay, well, let's take some of the children to the bone grinder.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know a place where you can, sell those.
Y'all burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Can you direct us to the coffin maker?
Sure, you can.
Yeah, I know that.
We're just standing there with Miss Kitty now. Like,
So I tell
Miss
I go to
Kitty.
Ella, and
I'll
I
be
tell
good.
Ella
I'll be
what's the
nice,
sacrifice
Kitty.
that there was bones here that made this
okay,
a
Miss
holy
Kitty.
place.
It's fine, Miss
This
Kitty.
guy had to feed his brother,
And sisters.
so this
I have
coffin
charm
maker
person.
has these bones. We may be able to restore
She's a
this
person.
as a holy
What
place.
healing spell
If
type
we
do we
can
need
bring
for
these
her?
bones back.
Greater restoration.
Which
Burn
none of
it
us
down.
are gonna have.
Yeah.
So
It's way
still
high
restore
level.
The ground.
Yeah.
Give it to churches.
I don't even know if the priest would have had it because he died so easily.
He did.
He did have it?
Burn church down.
He must have learned it somehow.
Is the church, on fire still? Or
Yes.
Okay,
It's
can
a
I put
blaze.
the fire out?
Do you want to?
Yeah, I want to put the
You can
fire
try.
out. Because I'm going to see maybe there's something I can find in the church that might help me with Miss Kitty. So I'm going to use Control Flames to start putting this church out.
I'm
Well-
gonna feed on the church.
Restoration is
Okay.
strictly a divine spell, right?
I'm sure that'll put out
I got a cleric.
We have 2 clerics and a druid. We can all use divine spells.
Yeah. I want to see if I can maybe find something in this church, but I'm going to try to start putting this church out.
maybe a scroll.
I need you to roll intelligence checks.
That's what
All
she's
of us
trying
are-
to look for.
Whoever wants to put the fire out, roll intelligence checks.
Please help me. I think I like to.
Yeah.
15 minus 1, so 14.
Okay.
21.
11.
Okay. The church is no longer on fire. Do you want the preacher man to still be on fire?
Yeah, let's leave him on fire. Because
Okay.
he's
He might turn into a
if we don't
vampire.
let him burn to
Then
death.
you need to move him from the church, otherwise it's going to light the church on fire.
Okay, I'll go grab his body and take him out.
Can anybody rest him?
No.
Can Kevra return randomly and bring the priest back to life?
She could, but would he really be a priest?
No,
Anymore?
probably not. Okay, well
Just take one
I'm
spell
gonna
from him.
just take him out because I'm the only one who can touch him. I'm
Yeah,
gonna carry
she
his
can touch
flaming
things
body
on
out
fire.
in the yard and just dump him out there in front of the church.
I'm not gonna bury him.
No. We'll wait until he's out of fire.
As
Bury
you
his
dump
bones.
him, you notice that his teeth that were once teeth are now fangs.
Good.
The priest?
Chop his head off.
Does
I'm
anybody
gonna-
know
I'm
how
Chop
taking
his head off.
kill
Coup de
this?
grace.
Killed by
Coup
fire.
Coup de grace.
Well, when I put him on the ground, I'm gonna create bonfire on him just to make sure he stays on fire for quite
Somebody
some
could
time.
also
When
cut
you
his
put
head
him
off.
Before
in
she
the
does
ground
that, I
and you
cut
light
that
him on
off.
fire,
Cut his head
he
off.
starts to rise up.
This bitch is on fire and he better die.
He's rising up. Fire does not kill
He
a
just cut
vampire
his head
in this
off. Dylan said he cut his head off before she creates bonfire under him.
world. He's still rising up.
A headless
Without a
body.
head.
Alright, I'm gonna stake him.
Yes. That ends him.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stake him.
I'm sitting there going, shit, shit, shit.
There's a fiery body with no head coming towards you.
Yeah, shit, shit, shit.
It's like in the It movie that has
Giant surprise!
shambling.
Like a fucking chicken.
Alright, you guys are now level 5, and we're gonna stop here. You guys can choose to go to the coffin maker shop, or you can choose to go to,
We never
I'm gonna
did Miss
explore the
Kitty.
church first
okay.
before we do things.
Wait, we
on
have
fire.
Miss Kitty. I'm confused.
No, we put it out. You said
Okay.
we put it out.
Miss Kitty cannot be helped here unless anyone has a greater restoration spell.
Well,
we
I'm gonna
search.
explore the church to see if I can find a scroll of greater restoration.
Yes.
You find
That's
it?
what I'm gonna do.
Okay. She is no longer thinks she's a cat,
So I found the scroll.
and she's going to tell you something very important. You ready?
So I know greater restoration now?
No.
That's not how
one
that
time
works.
cast with the scroll.
Okay.
Scrolls don't work that way.
Okay.
And she's going to tell you something very important to the
Well,
plot.
you
Are
can't
ready?
even cast
Yeah,
it, Courtney.
shut up.
She's going to tell you that the burgomaster's son wanted to marry her. She refused. Her mother was trying to set up this marriage because it would be very, very beneficial to both of them with money. And when she refused to marry the burgomaster's son, she was cursed and made to think she was a cat.
Cursed by who?
The Burgermeister's son?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he's a witch.
So the Burgermeister might actually be corrupt then.
The end!
What's this here?
Oh, that was using it. Or no?